Alright, hold up. Before we get started, I'm gonna go here. I'm not gonna go there. Just to make sure the whole COPPA algorithm tries to get this, I gotta say a couple risque things. Alright. Butt cheeks. Butthole. Sex. Big breasts. Stuff like that. Alright, that should be good. That should be good. Kids 12 and under don't hear that in their content, FTC. But today we're going to be respectful and professional about it. We're going to be here for maybe like 2 hours, maybe even less. I'm trying not to be here this long because I still got homework to do. I got 2 exams to talk about. Xena, what's up, guys? I am definitely not for kids, but we gotta talk. We gotta share this stream to Discord too, because we're gonna be talking for a minute. Not too long, because this is serious. Alright, we should be good. Now, I might sound a little weird because I'm a little sick. But before we do anything, let me read you guys the post I created. How do you get in my channel again? You would think I know where that is. All these years doing YouTube. Alright, so let's read this. I know not all of you saw this, but let's read this. We started like 2 minutes ago. I'm a little sick, so bear with me. Be careful. We're good, but we still have to be careful. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I have no strikes and stuff like that. But due to the new US laws of COPPA, children's content and channels will be destroyed. So like, maybe some Fortnite, Minecraft people, depending on how the FTC sees it, if they don't curse, if they're specifically talking to kids, they're gone. Like Legos, building, the toy reviews and all that. They're gone because it's either you tell the truth to say you're for kids, you don't get any notifications for your subscribers, your monetization will be cut to either 60% or 90%. What else? No comments. This is for people who are for kids. And stuff like that. Basically your channel's dead. You can only see likes, dislikes, and your views. And barely any of your analytics. I'm for everyone. Well, yeah, your music, you should be fine. Your music, you have no specific audience. They're not gonna go after you because you're just beats. So that's pretty much what that means for YouTube kids channels. They're done. Next year, January 1st, 2020, they gone. Unfortunately, I feel for you guys. I'm sorry for that. Here's where I come in. None of my content is for kids, and my analytics show that. But anime is animation, so they might get confused and still look at anime characters as possible for kids under the age of 13. So yes, my analytics, my youngest audience is like 13 to 17. And that's, let me show you guys. That's a very small percentage, like maybe like 6%, 5%. Should I go here before? Yeah, let me just show you guys my analytics in terms of like audience and all that. So yeah, like a 7% of my age audience is 13 to 17. My biggest audience is 18 through 34 years old. Now, if my 13 to 17 years of age group is this little, then I'm guessing they don't show you. You might have an age group 12 and under watching, but guess what? Guess what? YouTube does not show you. YouTube's cracking down on those kids channels now, huh? It's not even YouTube, it's the FTC now. They're cracking down on everyone now, because if you're a content creator, you gotta do something like this. Hold up, I'll show you later. I'm gonna show you through videos. We're just getting started. King KR, what's up, bruh? Hope you're in for take your notepads out and pencils, because we're going through class right now. I am an 18 and up audience, with preferably also a little small 13 to 17 years. Now, before I read anything else, we gotta watch this short video on, it's in my liked videos. Yo, I don't have, before, I just gotta show FTC, here's some boobies bouncing. This is not for kids, and it's from anime. Let me just show you guys this for a couple seconds, just to make sure. Alright, I might get demonetized for that, but I don't care. I really don't. Probably wouldn't, because they've seen worse from me. So yeah, that's for the FTC. That's for them to show, you know, like kids. That's definitely not for 12 and under. I did not see that in SpongeBob. I didn't see that in Fairy Odd Parents and all that. Rugrats. Stuff like that. So let me just pull up YouTube again. We're gonna watch this short video real quick. Because I do believe I'm okay, but you still have to watch out. So it's was it this one? Let's start with this one.
YouTube might destroy animation channels in 2020.
We're gonna start with this one.
At this point, everyone knows.
Pause. I swear I liked another one, but this one's good enough too. I gotta turn this up just in case you guys can't hear.
About the COPPA problem that YouTube had. YouTube was sued for $170 million. Why? You probably know by now. It's because they collect children's data. According to the law, as far as I know, as far as I read, as far as everybody knows, collecting children's data is against the law. And if you're a creator like me, you probably received an email recently talking about this issue and talking about, hey, set up your little account now. You have to tell us if your content is directed at children or not. Read the email. It's important why every creator must set their audience. Fail to set your audience accurately, you may face compliance issues with the FTC or other authorities. Learn more. Let's click on learn more, shall we?
Alright, so before we do that, Xena says, but they got YouTube Kids for a reason. Literally in every single comment section I've seen in videos like this, someone has said that. We have YouTube Kids, but apparently it doesn't exist. But here's the reason why they still got in trouble. Like he said, YouTube got fined $170-something million, which they are a $100 billion company. So this is just them dropping a couple quarters on the ground and picking them back up. But no, they gotta punish us for it too, because they got caught, and we gotta get dragged down with them. Google, basically, they were illegally collecting children's data, like, and putting targeted ads on their videos, the type of videos they're watching, which is illegal. And YouTube knew that and kept doing it. And we gotta take the blame for that too. Tal said, I think the biggest problem is labeling channels and videos as either for children or not. That's going to affect all advertising since you are saying that you aren't rated E. I'm straight up saying no, my channel is not for kids. And I know my content. I went through, we're going to get into this later because I would be freaking out right now, but right now I don't have to. We're going to get into this later. You've been doing your research? Yeah, I've watched around almost like 6+ hours of this stuff last night and this morning. On my way to class, during class, after class, I was watching stuff like this and listening to people who weren't panicking, you know, and getting their facts straight. In fact, we're going to go to one of their videos later because we got to talk about it. I always do my research. You are also fined for 40,000 feet for going against it. Yes, for each instance in video. So basically, you'll be fined either. I've seen numbers like $11,000 as well. Still a lot. Ridiculous. None of us have that type of money. But you'll be fine. Let's say like you see my thumbnails, right? Like not Bunny Girl Senpai, Teijina Senpai, Prison School, some of my other like violent looking Goblin Slayer ones. They can easily tell from a glance. Yes, it looks like it's for kids. It's animated, cartoonish characters, but from a glance. Actually, let's do this too. They can tell this isn't for kids. If you just simply type anime in the YouTube search bar, this is what you see. Alright, you got this. Blood. Dude getting stabbed in the nuts. We got this. We got this. Hentai. We got this. Looking like she's busting. We got this. Little risque. We got this. We got this. We got this. You know what I'm saying? We got this, even though that never happened in the show. We got this. Like, come on, bro. We got this. You're just simply searching anime. And this isn't art. Like, this is actually what's going on in the show. What else? You got this. Right there. You got that. Like, I could go on and on, dude. You could go on and on. When teacher says one person does it and then everybody might be getting in trouble. Exactly. Right. And this is really geared towards, this law is really geared towards, you know, like Spider-Man and Elsa, like pedophiles in the comments, and YouTube messing up. So they're going to see my channel and they're going to say, man, some of this stuff, most of this stuff is not aimed at kids. And it shouldn't be. So if I click on this video, it's information and it says it is, I'm finding this dude $42K. But I marked my whole channel as not for kids because I know it's not for kids. I might curse. The characters in the show will definitely curse. They might show some risque things, some violent things. And they're going to say, okay, that's not for kids. He's good. But that's not going to be the case for everyone, and I still gotta be careful no matter what. So listen to this.
What are the penalties for violating the rule? This is beautiful. A court can hold operators who violate the rule liable for civil penalties up to $42,530 per violation.
Yeah, that's per video. Yep, per video. So let's say somebody in YouTube has multiple videos that are marked for kids by the YouTube's new algorithm from COPPA. Well, COPPA said don't use an algorithm to find this stuff on YouTube. And YouTube was like, you know what? I'm going to use an algorithm. And we were all like, stop using machine learning. It's not working. You saw what happened to me in January of last year. Machine learning got me terminated. Well, people exploiting YouTube's Sony Music Japan. People exploiting YouTube's machine learning got me terminated because they thought I was stealing their content or you know, doing crazy stuff. Me and a lot of other anime YouTubers, which almost for 90% of us got our channels back. So that's per video. So let's get a calculator going. Let's say 3 of my videos get claimed and fined. Now here's the thing. They're not just going to immediately fine you. They will add appeals. They will allow you to like change. If it's not for kids and it is for kids, they're going to like, "Hey, we got a warning. If you don't change this within like a week, 7 days, you're going to get fined." They're not just going to be like, "All right, $42K. Yearly salary, college tuition, pay it up right now." They won't do that because it's a judicial thing that takes a while, and there's 23 million users on YouTube, so they're gonna be smart about how they're gonna find if people are actually lying. And this is just for liars. This isn't just for everyone, so people do have to calm down. In-depth English, sir. What's up, guys? Kick back. We're going to do some math. 42, 320, something like that, right? Basically, you times that by 3, right? That's 3 different videos. Now you gotta pay if you don't, comply within a certain day, week time frame. 3 videos, you gotta pay up $126,960. That's only 3. People were saying like, now kids content who want to stay, let's say they want to lie and they can mess around and get 10 videos claimed and they don't comply. They own almost $500,000. $500,000. Regardless of you paying $42K or not, regardless of you paying $42K or not, you gotta be rich to pay this money off. So if this ever happens to me, if like, let's say during next year in March, they might say one of my videos is for kids, I'm gonna mark it as for kids or I'm deleting it. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, guys, yo, I'm thinking of like next year starting a Patreon if I get hit. And it's either you guys can watch my content for free or pay $1 to support me. $1 a month. I'm not gonna, like, you guys shouldn't have to pay to watch, which is why I hope Patreon has like a free option. Just come in, support me that way. If not, we'll just use a different site and then we'll use Patreon and we could do reactions and stuff there. And I could promote it on YouTube. But like I said, if I get claimed for a kid's video, and stuff, and they say you have to comply within this if you're gonna go through with this or you want to get fined, boy, I'm marking that for kids or I'm deleting it and putting it on Patreon somewhere else. Now here's the problem with marking it for kids: no notifications, no comment section, no monetization. Like, that video is gonna make like 40 cents. And no algorithm will be pushing it out, so no one's gonna see it. You're gonna lose viewers. This is why YouTube kids channels are quitting next year. They're gone. YouTube will be destroyed next year. There's no way around it. YouTube will never be the same, and it will be for the worse. Even if I'm still here doing the exact same thing, I still have to be careful. We still fall under the animation guideline, and we're gonna get into that real quick. So I make speed paint videos, so what should I do? We're gonna get into that. Keep watching. What I would say right now, go to your YouTube Studio Creator, and see, you see visibility right here. As of this morning or yesterday night, COPPA's algorithm is already working. Millions of channels have already had stuff like, okay, set for kids, YouTube set for kids, YouTube set for kids under public, YouTube set for kids, YouTube set for kids, YouTube set for kids. if you have videos like this, you are one of the main targets. So if your YouTube set for kids, you're good. You're fine. But at the same time, you're not, because you're not making any money. Your algorithm's going to be non-existent. You're not going to have a comment section. You know what I'm saying? Animatic channels are making a tough decision right now. Yes. Animation channels, Jaden Animations, Domix, The Odds One Out. All their stuff looks like it appeals to children, and 9 times out of 10, they don't curse in their videos. So guess what? Kids be watching. And they gotta watch out too. I'm not saying right now I'm chill. They might hit me next month, which they won't, I'm pretty sure. But they're still gonna try to go for a sweep in January, and we'll see. We'll see. But here's the cool thing. The FTC is actually being compliant and listening. They're not like the whole Article 13 in Europe, where they're just like, yeah, F everyone, la 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 la, this is going through. FTC is actually willing to listen to us to make this better. Because this wasn't our fault. This was YouTube's fault. Or Google's fault. So, and YouTube's just like, right now, YouTube is that drunk mom or dad that come home from a rough day and they got in trouble and they're all mad about it, and they come home and start yelling at us and start making us clean up the whole house because they mad, like it's our fault. That's us right now. We're the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why you mad? You got in trouble. You shouldn't. You knew you weren't supposed to do that, and now it's my fault. And we have to pay for it. Like, this is happening. Love you, DLon. Hope you don't get F by this. Right now, it seems like I'm not. We should be fine. Right now, I can't play CC or PayPal. It's not coming to my country. Well, actually, I've used Patreon before. You can use PayPal, but you can just use your normal credit card. I've used Patreon before. Don't ask why. But you can use like your Visa card or something, MasterCard if you have any of that, American Express, and just donate $1. But even if I will try to find some way to get people to watch the content for free as well, because you guys shouldn't have to pay to watch me. If you want to pay to support me, that's why I only make it $1, 4 quarters in American money, which isn't a lot. Isn't it like 40,000? I don't have a debit card, then that's all right. You can still watch it for free. You know, I don't care. I'm not gonna be like, you have to get a card. Like, you shouldn't. Like I said, you shouldn't have to pay to watch me. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if you don't have a credit card. I'm just glad you're here. I guess the poor teachers across the country are going to have to work for free even from home now. Yeah, like the teachers, education. Y'all ain't making no more money, bro. You can stay on this site, but you're dead, basically. And it sucks. Yeah, child predators are still going off scot-free. This hinders them from doing anything on YouTube, but it also destroys the website. But as of right now, I'm okay. Hold up. So we're gonna get into the whole are you gonna use BitChute more often? Depends. I might have to and I might not have to. But we will definitely be using Twitch for sure. We've been there. Like, we almost have 400 followers and we have like 2-3 subscribers.
Per violation. That means that for every video you make directed to children, you can be fined up to $42,000. I mean, unless you're a millionaire, I'm sure you don't have $42,000 to spend on every video you make that is considered children's content. And what pisses me off about this information is that the concept of children's content is very vague. Tell me, is it Spider-Man and Elsa? Is it? Because that shit is creepy, and I hope that YouTube just fucking Thanos snapped them out of this platform. However, the definitions are so vague that This is where the animation channels might be affected. Children are not the primary audience, but the video is still directed to children based on the factors below. Let's check the factors, huh? Shall we? Subject matter of the video, educational content for preschoolers. Okay, I get that. Whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video.
This is where it gets vague. Huh? What do you mean?
Let's stop there for a minute. Whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video.
What do you mean by that?
So you might make a video that's not intended for children, but if they are watching, oh, let's just sue you for $42,000. Let's take PewDiePie for example. Lately, he's been making Minecraft videos, and he needs...
PewDiePie ain't safe. Markiplier ain't safe. Dashie ain't safe. Well, Dashie might be safe. Cause they'll click on his content, and they'll hear him cursing. And 10 out of 10 for sure, I know he said my channel is not for kids. I know that, and it's not. So if I see any FTC trouble with Dashie, that's FTC's, YouTube's, COPPA's algorithm fault, not his. Is it anime not under child friendly but under teen adult? Yes, but here's where the FTC, they're an older audience. Some of them are boomers, you know what I'm saying? Okay, boomer and all that, and they're gonna see like anime, right? Also, anime boobs. FTC, this ain't for kids. Don't find me. There you go. They're gonna see like, well, this is what I was talking about earlier. What was I saying? Yeah, they're gonna see anime, and it's like, okay, yo, hold up, I gotta show you why exactly anime might be. This is why I said it could be affected. Let me go back.
So you might make a video watching, oh, intended or whether children are your intended or... Let's stop there for a minute, schoolers.
This is where, right here, whether the video, and this is where we get a little shaky. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures. What does that sound like, people? SpongeBob, Disney, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, anime. They're gonna see anime's flashy animations. They're just gonna see the character models and automatically think, okay, this is for kids. But like I said, when you search anime on YouTube, you're gonna see a lot of not for kid friendly things like this. Like this. We scroll through like so much content, and this is where they're gonna be confused. Like, okay, what do we do with this community? You know what I'm saying? Who's for kids and who's for not? 9 times out of 10, anime content is not for kids, especially on YouTube. You know how many of us got demonetized this year and last year? We got demonetized for a reason, guys, because it was so risque and mature. Like I said, look at most of my thumbnails. They can easily tell that I am not for kids. Dashie is playing games. This whole problem, FTC thing, COPPA, this is geared towards game reviewers, makers, toy reviewers, makers, because it's a market for kids. Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, Mario, Sonic. Those little kids watch that, played that. Now here's the problem. Who's making the content and how they're making it? Basically, you're fine if you don't lie about your content. I'm not lying. I'm pretty sure Dashie's not gonna lie. He plays kids' games, but he curses on all of them. So if he curses on all of them and the FTC goes on his channel and say, okay, this ain't for kids, and he's marked it as not for kids, he's safe. But if they say it's not for kids and he's marked it as for kids, or if they say he is for kids, which he's not, and they mark it as not for kids, that dude's getting paid $42K per infringement. And I will 100% guarantee you they are not going to go after you video by video. It's going to be a mass selection. Like I said, don't be too scared, because they're not just going to be like, okay, hand me your money right now. There's going to be appeals. There's going to be emails. There's going to be warnings. They're going to give you time to either give you a way to delete that video or change it to, yes, this is for kids. Like I said, that's all I'm doing. I'm not leaving. If something happens to my channel, which most likely it won't, but I still have to watch out, I'm following the rules, dude. All right, I'm got my hands up. I'm complying. I will make some of my videos for kids, which is not, or I'll just delete it and put it on Patreon or something, or Twitch or something, and you guys can watch it there. Anime content is doomed on YouTube. Time to move to a new platform. We're not sure. We're not sure yet, because they haven't hit me. They've been hitting millions of content people already, and they haven't hit me. Assassin's Creed. So Assassin's Creed gameplay. No, not for kids. Those people are safe. Here's the thing about games. Anything E-rated or E10 and up is called for kids. If you're teen and up, like I played Persona 5 and Danganronpa and Misayo, that's all teen and up and mature. I'm good. That's not for kids. So they're not going to get me for that. But if I played Roblox and was like, hey guys, time to play some more Roblox math. Make sure you tell your moms to come with you and get a little piece of paper and do some math with you and stuff like that. Or like I'm using like younger language, really colorful like music, kids and stuff, then you're gonna get targeted. Now I'm gonna show you this guy's perspective, a realist information's perspective, a panicer's perspective, and a kid's audience perspective. We're going to be watching that tonight. Yes. I was also watching Shady Penguin. Me too. I was watching that earlier. PokeTube were talking about this. His consensus was that he would much rather his daughter see some ad for a toy rather than mass fine everyone on the literally. And he also said that if he has to make videos under the new like 60%, 90% less revenue YouTube Kids thing, he would rather work at Starbucks and make more money. Imagine having 500,000 plus subscribers and making more money working at Starbucks. Bro, it was never like that. In 2020, we will have McDonald's employees making more money than people with millions of subscribers. That is the death of YouTube as we know it. Maybe it's not going to be completely gone, but YouTube today will not be YouTube next year. That's crazy. I was like, wow. So it like for anime channels, it differs. Like me, I react to anime. The anime I watch is not my content, and I don't even show the full screen. Half the time I'm talking over it, or the audio is low, which is why I haven't gotten hit. I'm just watching it. Kids don't watch that. Kids don't watch 12 and under don't watch that. So I could be safe, but there could be anime tubers definitely in trouble. Like maybe Corname. Who knows? Like they have multiple clips. It's no talking. It's just the show. The clips and stuff. They could be in trouble. They could only be in trouble if they don't go through their videos to say something's marked for kids or not. Yeah, but the FCT can be like it is actually for kids, even if he has marked it as not for kids. The FTC could do that, but at the same time, it's not the FTC doing that. It's YouTube's COPPA's algorithm that the that the FTC literally said not to use, and YouTube's like, I'm using it. Like, YouTube, you already screwed us. What? Why don't you listen? All right, I'm losing my voice because I'm sick.
Okay, I get that. Whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video.
Like, huh? What?
Let's stop there for a minute. Whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video. So you might make a video that's not intended for children, but if they are watching, oh, let's just sue you for $42,000. Let's take PewDiePie for example. Lately he's been making Minecraft videos, and he even made a music video, which is beautiful. Has animation, 3D animation, I love it. Now, is that directed at children? I don't know. Some might say that it's not. But what if they decide that it is? Oh yeah, it's animation, it has song, Minecraft. The primary audience is not children, but maybe they watch it. So let's sue you for $42,000.
Now, he's kind of jumping to conclusions here. Later, we learned that you gotta listen, you gotta read to what the FTC is saying. They could sue you, yes, but they're not just gonna be like, okay, right then and there, give me your college supply loan, your yearly salary. They're gonna do appeals, they're gonna do emails, they're gonna do warnings, and they're gonna give you time so you don't get fined, because they don't want to go through these legal issues, and they know you don't have that money. So they're not just gonna be like, cause that's crazy. So you gotta tell the truth. You have to tell the truth. And if they make you comply, you have to comply. Because if you don't, you either gotta leave this site or pay up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do either of that. So if I gotta comply, guys, if they mark me for kids, I'm gonna comply. And we're gonna work around it. But 9 times out of 10, as of right now, I'm thinking they're not gonna hit me at all. Because they haven't yet. And they've already hit millions of YouTubers right now. And I'll show you. Thank you for stopping by, Stucky Lar. I don't know if gacha games are intended for children since it's gambling, but I think it's FTC. Well, gacha stories and stuff like that, yeah, they're gone. They're definitely gone because kids are watching them. This is awful. I really hope to see your channel grow, but as usual, I have to go. Thanks for stopping by. I'll hit you up on Twitter later. YouTube has become a hellscape. The only thing allowed will be gameplay of literally where nobody swears or where people swear. And you can't swear too much or you'll be demonetized, because we still have those guidelines to follow. I see Ross Weiss, I click. I'm just showing her to prove a point, dude. I'm just showing her to prove a point. Also, season 5 win. I do not know what they mean, minors or kids, nor how they define kids. Okay, so this is how they define kids. It's basically people under the age of 13. So 13 and up, you're good. You need to be 13 years old to create an account with parental guidance or whatever, and you're good. If you're 12 and under, that's what they say is kids, minors. Get fined 42K per kids focus videos, or make videos not for kids and get demonetized. All in all, YouTube is giving no. You literally, it's like, you want to take this L, or you want to take this L. Either way, you're taking an L. Jerry, you get it. If kids are watching and making a big part of the audience, that's a problem. Yeah, that's the problem. You might be making content not made for kids, and kids are watching it. Jake Paul, for instance, is an older person with his crew and everything. He has a kids audience. He knows that. So guess who has to change their channel and take 60% to 90% less monetization, different ads, no algorithm. Jake Paul, one of the biggest YouTubers, has to fall with us. I sent you a video link. Well, with how YouTube system works with appeals, I wouldn't put any hope into actually being able to appeal. Exactly. I'm glad because it still gives us time to delete the video or change it to for kids. Cause I've been terminated. I tried to appeal on YouTube and almost 100% it said no. But that's only from within YouTube. And the only reason I got this channel back was because of DMCA. And they don't teach you that. I had to find out about DMCA through other YouTubers in Google. And I was like, hold up, I could just straight up send it to the email. And I had to wait 3, 4, 5 months to get my channel back. Also, kids content on YouTube is one of the biggest money makers. Yo, Ryan's toy reviews, Ryan's World, over a span of like 4 or 5 years, that kid has made $1 billion, if not 500 million at least. He's bigger than, isn't he? Okay, he's not bigger than PewDiePie, but I'm pretty sure he's right under him. And that ad revenue, dude, specifically for kids, yo, that kid got Oprah Winfrey money, dude. That kid's got Oprah money. And he's about to get slammed, which sucks. Thanks, YouTube. I sense a bigger problem brewing. Will the next suit be about children faking their ages so they can watch their... Literally, it's always going to be something. It's always going to be something. We've been doing that, though, Tal. We've been doing that. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to try to find a way where, okay, are you faking, you know? If the analytics and the data says you're over 13 and watching, then you're over 13 and watching. Even if you are actually 12 or 10 behind that, you know, phone or laptop. As long as the data says you aren't that, you're fine. There's no other way they can find out about your age. Now, we're not yelling at COPPA here. We're only yelling at them to make some of the guidelines better. That's all. Because this is going to be a past act. But we're gearing and trying to talk to them so when they pass the act, we won't be completely destroyed. We'll only just have to be able to talk. And they're willing to listen, which is great about the FCC. Most of them aren't boomers. Some of them are like right before that or after that. All my old videos are definitely compliant because I cursed in all of them. Not gonna lie, I might have to delete or remove my Steven Universe reactions, which is only 2 of them, because that's just straight up Cartoon Network kids. Even though it hasn't been marked for kids, I'm still gonna get rid of it just in case, because I'm still not safe, but it looks like I am.
Next, whether the video includes child actors or models. Well, Jojo, see ya, I
Jojo
guess.
Siwa.
Whether the video includes
Gone.
characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children.
This is where anime
including
falls
animated
under.
characters or cartoon figures.
This one right here.
This is where animation channels will probably be in the ass because of this line right here. Whether the video include characters, blah blah blah, celebrities, including animated characters or cartoon figures. This is so vague. Is every animation directed at children? I don't think so. Now, I think that the reason why they wrote this part is to ban the creepy animation. We all saw that something drinking
that
pee,
stuff.
something
Ridiculous.
eating poo. Just being specific here about directed at children. If children watch it,
bro, I'm safe after penny and stocking in prison school. I'm good.
Directed at children? Is The Odd Ones Out directed at children? Is Jaden Animation directed at children? Is their content made exclusively for children?
No.
I don't think so. But if they watch it according to this description, then you might be fucked. I mean, their characters are beautifully designed. Maybe they're appealing for children, but it's not focused primarily on children. And that's my point. Where do you draw the line? The line is simply, oh, if there's an animated character, that's for children. Haha. Yeah, adults don't like animation. Rick and Morty? Nah, fuck that. I think this is so poorly written. And characters, let's focus on this even more. Let's go deeper. Whether the video includes characters that are or toys that appeal to children. Let's say that the characters appeal to children. What characters? Like Minecraft characters, Roblox characters,
right? What
video
characters?
game characters.
All
What
characters?
characters that appeal to children? Do you know? Are you gonna do a survey?
Peter Griffin. Anime adult women, like on my thumbnail. That appeals to kids. when they say they appeal to kids, they're talking about like Paw Patrol, Dr. McStuffins, Minecraft people, Roblox kids, stuff like that. Fortnite, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents. That's what they mean.
That goes around
it's
asking
still
children,
vague.
"Hey, little Tommy, does this character appeal to you? No? Okay, that's good. All right, you're fine. What about this character? Does it appeal to you? Oh, I'm gonna sue you for $42,000." Oh my god. What if YouTube stops collecting data from children? Will they still be able to sell ads to them? And the answer is apparently they can't. And that's why I think YouTube will Thanos snap the animation channels on YouTube. Initially, I thought the problem was just collecting data from children without the parents' consent. Like, if YouTube is not collecting data, what is the big deal? Let's say that you're watching Ryan Toys review, right?
Yup.
Who is gonna watch that? Like, is a 48 years old man gonna watch that? Unless he's a little...
Yeah, if
little,
he's
It's
I have so many
obvious that
tissues here,
children
like,
will
oh my
watch
God.
it. Can't you just simply sell ads on the videos without collecting children's data? It's obvious that children are watching it. And that's where things get weird. On page 5, I don't know, paragraph 4, the commission reasoned that although the child-directed site or service may not own, control, or have access to the personal information collected, such information is collected on its behalf due to the benefits it receives by adding more attractive content, functionality, or advertising revenue. Did you get it? Did you get what the problem comes? Even though YouTube can just flip a switch and never collect data from children ever again,
Yo,
it's
yeah, if you're older and you watch toy reviews, maybe you'll just like it. Or you're watching the toy reviews because you want to get a toy for your nephew or son or daughter or your friend's kid, you know? Nobody's beating their meat to Ryan's toy reviews, bro. Unless they're just simply sick. Who like...
still a problem if it has kid-friendly content because it's attractive to children, and according to this document, according to...
Anime has never been attracted to children until they started putting it on TV back in the 2000s, which they don't anymore. Anime, okay, Pokemon, like the anime and the games, that anime, that's definitely going to be set for kids. Digimon, all of that stuff, that's definitely going to be set for kids. Thank God I haven't watched it or talked about it or played it. Well, even if I did, I would just have to set the videos to, yes, it's for kids. And then I'd be fine. But it still sucks because I get no money, I get no comments, and those videos are not pushed in the algorithm. But hey, at least I don't have to pay $42K. You know what I'm saying? Those anime, they're done. Stuff like that, that is kids-oriented. That's an actual kid-oriented anime. Pokemon and Digimon, Yokai Watch and all that. That's where it gets shaky, bro. But the stuff I watch, it's not.
What I interpreted from it, I'm not giving any legal advice, for Christ's sake. Okay, it's just my interpretation. If you have content that is attractive to children and you sell ads on it, it's a problem. Which is very weird. It makes me think, what kind of a business model does not collect children's data but still sells advertisement to them? I wonder if there's a business model that does that.
Yeah, YouTube.
Is there any?
I wonder who does that, YouTube.
Are they gonna get sued for that? Are they gonna get in trouble with the FTC? Maybe not. Nah, there's no business model that does that, right?
None. Right?
I mean, did you guys not have TV? Boomers? Hello, boomers. You never watched the TV show and they try to sell you a toy? A doll? Anything? Never? What's the big deal with that? Is that not personalized ad in a way? Let's be honest here. They're not gonna display a Hot Wheels ad during a basketball game or football game. They're gonna do that during car.
Also, this guy is Apollo Animations. If you want to check him out. Also, there's a petition you can sign. I signed it already, even though petitions don't do anything.
Cartoons, like in between cartoons.
They don't do anything.
Isn't that a personalized ad in a way? For
But
YouTube,
you can do
or
something
for
else.
many people, I'm considered a nobody. I have 1,700 subscribers, but they
This dude has 1,700 subscribers. Well, right, this was 3 days ago. So he's blowing up a little bit. He almost has 3K.
mean a lot to me. You guys watching this, you mean a lot to me. You're my audience. You clicked subscribe because you want more of my content. And my content
So basically, hold on.
relies on making children-friendly content.
So yeah, you get the gist. We're gonna hit up another video in a minute. This one.
Like I said, most social media websites at least require you to be 13 years of age to legally use them.
So before we get into that, let's read this. So he already talked about this. Here's how I know I'm okay. Already, right now, COPPA. Okay, no. Yeah, we're gonna read this and we're gonna show a different video actually. Here's how I know I'm okay. Already, right now, COPPA is in effect, sort of. Channels like Chatronic, Gacha, Legos, toy reviews, animations, have videos in their studio, your YouTube studio, which I showed you, that are marked by YouTube for kids. None of my videos as of right now are marked for kids, thank God. I have 1 or 2 videos that are 18 and up and marked by YouTube. But those were age restricted months ago, which is what it looks like now. Which definitely means it's not for kids, so I'm still good there. I am marked certain things by YouTube, like 1 or 2 videos. But those were marked before all of this. And it's actually set so it is 18 and up. So those aren't getting touched. That was Prison School and I think Tajina Senpai. Or was it Dumbbell? No, Tajina Senpai. Or was it both Prison School? They're going to see all of those blocks. They're going to see all of those yellow symbols. They're going to see those age-restricted data on my channel. And they're going to be like, there's a lot of animation on here, but he's got a lot of questionable things going on. So we're going to check if he said he is for kids. And if he did, we're finding him. But if we check DLon and if he says he's not for kids, he should be okay. We're not going to mess with him because he's clearly not for kids. They're going to look at all of our analytics and what we've done. They're going to look. I'm not safe, dude. As small as I am, they're gonna look at my channel. If they haven't yet, which I'm pretty sure they have, what the bot has, and clearly it saw that I'm not, apparently. This will be hitting Nichijou most likely. Yeah, probably. If I gotta, half those videos aren't even fully up on YouTube anyway. But I went through Nichijou and everything. Like they're not, you know, content created. Now, some of the memes I put in, like, you know, I do like those funny edits and stuff with the anime. some of those memes might have cursing in it, which you've heard from, or like music that I put in edited has cursing in it, or visuals. Like, if they make me say that I have to say Nichijou is kid friendly, then I'll say it's kid friendly. You know, there'll just be no comments, no, you know what I'm saying? I will comply, you know, or I'll just take it off YouTube. But they haven't hit me. And still, Nichijou is a teenage audience. It's not specifically for kids because it has guns in it. It has peril. It has fantasy violence. It's a little bit more extreme than like Pokemon and stuff. They might make some suggestive themes. They have alcohol in it. It's not. It looks really kiddie, yeah. But is the FTC actually gonna take time and see that Nichijou is really more of like a teenage 13 and up audience show? Maybe not. Basically, this is a hammer to get channels that YouTube doesn't like. It's really not even about YouTube who doesn't like it. They already got screwed. They're just mad. And they putting the blame on us now. Teen Justice was actually canceled because the toys weren't selling, even though it was an awesome acclaimed show. They replaced it with Teen Titans Go, pure garbage. Not gonna lie, I did enjoy some of Teen Titans Go's episodes, even though that show is whack. It's trash. But I did enjoy some of the things they did with that show. Kind of funny. Teen Justice, they weren't getting toys because Teen Justice was being watched by 13 and up people. 13 and up people don't really play with toys. You know what I'm saying? Teen Justice, yo, I knew people in high school watching Teen Justice. We're not buying those toys, but we are watching the show. Yeah, so Jerry, I'm not sure yet, but it might hit Nichijou. That's the closest kid-friendly-ish thing I have on my channel. That's it. Alright, like this. Okay, none of my videos have been marked for kids. Thank God. I have 1 or 2 videos that are 18 up. I already told you that. I'm still good. From now on, the next, like, reactions, like, I might do B-Stars next. From now on, in every single video, no matter what, I will have a 5 or 6 second disclaimer explaining that my videos are for kids under the age of 13 before every video. And I'm also gonna throw off the algorithm, because that's all I do on this channel is throw off the algorithm for copyright and stuff. I'll put like a little like this. I'll put like a gif of this. I'll put a gif of this or something bloody and be like, this ain't for kids. You've been warned. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. I might get demonetized. I might not. Depends. But I'm doing that before every video. Like, I have to. Because all this animation stuff, it's going to appeal to the FTC. And, you know, the good thing, just to be safe, about this is that, you know, my channel is not a full screen of the anime. It's the anime really small on the right side, cut up, low audio, and it's me, a grown male, talking about it. Using suggestive themes, suggestive thumbnails, characters, shows for mature audience. And they can tell that from my audience. Oh man, all this talking is killing me. I'm sick, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna be here talking for a minute though. We're not done yet. We still got a couple videos to watch, and then I'm done, and we'll end this stream. Where am I at? Listen.
This is solely due to COPPA. However, there is one of these social media companies that's found the law to be a mere suggestion, and that was YouTube. YouTube broke the law. This is a statement of fact. It is not my opinion, and they've done it in more than a few ways. First of all, they created the YouTube Kids app. Making a website for kids is a giant difficulty in terms of social media. Most websites, even the most power or money hungry, do not attempt this because of how easy it is for them to screw up. The only websites that do try to go for kids tend to be educational websites that are very tightly controlled. Meanwhile, even on YouTube Kids, anyone can upload whatever they want, and their algorithm of what they determine is restricted or not can be very scattershot. These are the terms and conditions for YouTube Kids. Do you notice something here? Do you really think that any child on
Ain't no kid reading that. Maybe the parents. No, I actually read the entire terms of service last night, the new one on YouTube, and it actually makes a lot more sense. But there is still some vague things.
Under the age of 13 is going to be able to parse this. Remember, this app is specifically for users under the age of 13. On December 10th, they're going to change it up to be a little bit cleaner, let's say. According to this, though, even after being sued by the FTC, they are still collecting data on users under the age of 13. They get around this with the loophole that to use YouTube Kids, kids technically need their parents' permission, which sounds like a step in the wrong direction, doesn't it? But let's pretend for a second that YouTube Kids is totally kosher. It's just a video hosting site that doesn't collect any data whatsoever. The problem, of course, is that YouTube has been making the main platform much more appealing to kids. Accidentally or on purpose, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Not intending to break the law doesn't mean you didn't break the law. Since 2016, YouTubers have been facing demonetization. When a YouTuber talks about a controversial topic in their video, for instance, they have a risk of...
An example of one of my 2 or 3 of my videos, right? You see how in this one it says public 18 and up only set by YouTube, limited 18 and up only set by YouTube, not suitable for advertisers? That's like 3 of my videos. This is what it looks, this is what COPPA looks like now. Back in the day, you've never seen this before. So if you've been marked by COPPA as a kids channel, they will tell you right here, 18 in, or they'll be like, this video was set by kids, set by YouTube. If you check me, I got none of that. I have none of that. I have stuff like this, copyright claim. What else? Jonathan Wu, what's up, man? I have none of that. We're safe with that so far. Like, look at this thumbnail, bro. Look at this thumbnail, bro. They really gonna see this and be like, yeah, that's definitely for kids. Their tops are off. Their tops are off. And they got cheeks showing. Like, yeah, that's definitely for kids, FTC. So I better not be seeing some claims, dude. Not suitable. You know what I'm saying? I could go to dude's touching some boobs. She's lifting her skirt. She's half naked. She's half naked. I got so they're gonna see this. They're gonna see this in like, I got hella homework too. I gotta stop streaming later. But thanks for stopping by. They're gonna see this and be like, oh, hold up, bruh. There's some kid looking like stuff on here. But he might be saying this is for kids. Let's get him. And then I as of right now, I'm saying I'm not for kids. And then they're gonna see that and be like, oh, well, carry on. You're fine. Which looks like how it is so far. But remember, this is an algorithm. FTC themselves aren't really, the real FTC is gonna come in on January. But right now, it's the algorithm. And the algorithm has already gotten millions.
of losing most or all of their advertising. This has gotten incredibly bad for certain niches here on the website. History channels, for instance, are in very dire straits because even talking about something as simple as the concept of war can get your video demonetized. And it can take dozens of hours of work to get a video like that created. It's been reported that if you swear in your videos, you can get half of your monetization cut. Talking about anything remotely political on YouTube is a minefield. Have you noticed something?
That's why I started like with the stream, like, all right, sex, butt cheeks, butthole, booty, big breasts. I was saying stuff like that. Oh, I wasn't cursing. I could have. I'm trying not to get demonetized. Also, I try not to curse that much in real life. That's just how I am. But all of those things I just said, the anime boobs, GIF and all that, I'm gonna do that every video. My thumbnail, I'm gonna have to do that. It's suggestive. That's for me to not get messed up by the FTC and also not get claimed for demonetization.
The things that get a video demonetized here are what some would call not family friendly. YouTube, indirectly, for the past couple of years, has actively encouraged YouTubers to be more appealing towards children. Whether that was the intent or not, this is the reality of what has happened. And let's not forget that there's been a wide swath of content not only aimed at children, but taking direct advantage of them. Spider-Man and Elsa, Finger Family, many creepy things that have been set in front of toddlers because they don't know how to turn off autoplay. These kind of videos were raking in millions of dollars by taking advantage of the algorithms. And the algorithms wanted family-friendly content. These were given higher rates of return than other content. One of the highest paid YouTubers for the longest time was Ryan Toy Reviews. He wasn't just a 6-year-old who had a YouTube account, which was against the terms of service and the law, but he made videos and he made a ton of money. And it's clearly content aimed at kids his age or even younger. And he's not the only one. Toy reviews were a content that had exploded in the past couple of years, possibly directly related to demonetization of edgier content. There are many YouTube accounts that have directly taken advantage of kids. I'm not just talking about their audience. I'm talking about sick adults taking advantage of their own children to appeal to a child audience. Sometimes it was outright abuse on camera. Sometimes it was abuse behind the camera while showing a bright and vibrant facade. It is incredibly unlikely that YouTube did not know about this. While they did nothing. As I stated, Ryan Toy Reviews was one of the highest paid YouTubers on the website. This is something that might not only violated COPPA, but possibly violated child labor laws. I'm sure that
Now this is what COPPA is really trying to do. This is what the FTC is really trying to do. Most of YouTube is panicking right now because FTC is talking like, he'll show you the meeting in a minute, or the press conference. Most people are saying, okay, YouTubers in general, like we are in this conversation, yes, this is why we're having this conversation. But this is why the FTC and COPPA are really doing this, because of what he just said. The comments, the manipulation, all of that. They're not just setting out for animators and saying, okay, F this, F this, F this, F this. You know what I'm saying?
Parents were probably getting the money in Esker, and probably technically owned the channel. This kind of behavior is predatory on the face of it. In terms of Hollywood child actors, our closest comparison here, they have things called Coogan laws, in which the child actor gets to see at least a portion of their income. However, because the internet is so new, we do not have laws like this. And because a parent legally has to own both the AdSense account and the YouTube account, they legally get all of the money, and the child doesn't have to see a dime of it. Legally, every channel that has done sadistic pranks on their kids or starved them in some way.
I always hated those, dude. I saw those channels sometimes because I would watch like H3H3 covering them, SOG covering them, maybe iDubbbz. I would watch them covering it, and I would be like, this is horrible. Or Nerd City. Oh my god, I love Nerd City. I watched them all summer. They would just, oh bro, like Content Cop and all that. I love videos like that because it's factual. You have videos of this on YouTube. This is evidence, acting or not. This is horrible. I hated it like Family of Five. It was just degrading to watch. Family of Five was horrible. Like, if people didn't know what it was terrible. I every second I saw of it, like if it was covered, I hated it. Maybe some sports like kids doing like football, and then you see the overworking dads like pushing them and degrading them because they're not running fast enough. Kid just wants to go home and eat chicken nuggets at the end of the day. I used to hate stuff like that. Like, I would want my kid to do sports and stuff like that, or music, or art. Whatever they want to do. But I'm never going to work them to the bone to almost child labor like I've seen. You know, like, stuff like toddlers and tiaras. Yeah, some of that stuff is just pure child abuse. I was like, you are not fit to be a parent. This is what COPPA is trying to get rid of. Stuff like this. YouTube stupidity. FTC is on our side. COPPA is on our side, but at the same time, their guidelines are not, because they don't understand what we do. They don't watch what we do. They don't understand. So they're just going to be like, okay, all the things that people have been hurt by, we're getting rid of it. And some of the things that people have been hurt by are not hurting and are not made for kids. And we know they're not made for kids. So they're going to understand that. But is the algorithm going to understand that? You know what I'm saying? That's why they're willing to listen to us.
Some of that YouTube ad revenue legally owns all of the money that came through that particular channel. This is what happens when big social media websites like YouTube violate COPPA. This is what we would have on every single platform without COPPA. This is one of the main reasons why it's important, and why kids under 13 should not use social media websites. There's a host of other reasons, but that's the most relevant one for now. So, Google and YouTube have been sued for $170 million. Excuse me for a moment while I show you a bit of a demonstration. In 2017...
That $170 million looks like that to YouTube. Couple quarters and like $12.
Made $117 billion. Google literally earns the amount of money they were sued for in 14 hours. This is no exaggeration. This is taking
and we're getting punished for that. Like, we did something. We've been doing this for like 12, 13 years. I've been watching YouTube since 2007. I didn't start like religiously watching YouTubers and subscribing and liking until like early 2010, late 2009. Like in like 2007, 2008, I would watch like the occasional like yearly annual like meme, like viral videos like Ahmed's, like the puppet skeleton dude, or Chocolate Rain, or Keyboard Cat. That is like the holy trinity of YouTube right there. that was definitely Chocolate. I think Chocolate Rain was my first like YouTube video I ever watched, and I was in like elementary school.
Sick day from work for them. Meanwhile, they had been progressively breaking the law for years. You know all those demonetized videos? You know, the ones talking about political opinions that Google doesn't have, or news that wasn't from CNN, or the ones that swore a little bit too much? Despite demonetizing those videos, the ads were not cut. YouTube collected the ad revenue, and they passed the savings on to you. I honestly have no idea why I'm outraged or surprised or anything at all that has happened during this lawsuit. Because it's clear. This has happened time and time again, and it's going to keep happening. YouTube has passed the buck on to YouTubers. Let me state, for a reminder as to what COPPA says. It says that websites or persons that collect personal information cannot do so on users younger than 13 years of age. As far as I know, I haven't come across any YouTubers attempting to geolocate their audience. Yep. Even if a YouTuber wanted to do that, wanted to get all the personal information of their audience. YouTube is a website, in theory, that you need to be at least 13 years of age to use. If a YouTuber has only been posting on YouTube or other social media websites, then chances are that they have not been in violation of COPPA. A lot of people are really panicking at the moment, stating that they're real.
Now, before we get into the panic part, which is going to be crazy, Alvin, I'm sorry I didn't read this earlier. Hope you're still watching. What do you think about man doing suicide, and that video hasn't uploaded on YouTube? By the way, that video still exists and did not get banned or removed from YouTube. That is the algorithm's problem. maybe enough people didn't report it. You know what I'm saying? Like white supremacy videos have been reported. Racism videos, LGBTQ discrimination videos have been reported and taken off. But there's still certain videos like that, the suicide, and there's still like white supremacy videos out there because the algorithm just simply didn't get to it. It's not booming, it's not popular, it's not racking in numbers, so it's not going to be seen.
Really afraid of getting
That's why
sued.
it's still
And
up.
I can understand.
So if the FTC sees that, if the FTC sees that and it's marked not for kids, then they're going to leave it alone. They're going to keep it right where it is. Because the FTC doesn't have the power to delete your video or remove it. YouTube does. And if YouTube hasn't done it yet, they still have yet the time to use it or do that. FTC is just going to try to fine you or not if you are lying. If you are lying.
Why? A lot of this
Not
has been
just
going
because
on
you're
behind
doing the
closed
content.
doors. And YouTube is, as always, vague. People are worried about getting a $42,000 fine, which we need to talk about because
No, I don't agree with him on this point because he's saying the $42,000 fine is kind of not real. Just in case. He's saying there's no real written evidence that this fine is real. It's definitely real. The FTC said so. But everything else he says is right.
a lot of trouble finding a primary source for this number. I've looked at all kinds of literature about this. I've read what the FTC had to say and what YouTube had to say, and the only mention that I've seen about that $42,000 number comes from a Verge article. It states that that number comes from the COPPA law itself, except the law doesn't mention a fine of any kind at all. This article here says that each individual infringement can result in an up to $11,000 fine, not $42,000. I legitimately do not know where this number came from. It's not anything that YouTube said, or what the FTC said, or the law, or even based on case study. I'm not saying that somebody pulled that number out of their ass, but I cannot find the primary source for it. But I get it. Even for most people, 11,000 sounds just as scary as 42,000, especially when it's per infringement. So I want to help you focus on something else, specifically the words
we'll
up to in the term up to 11,000.
Even if we're not fine, we'll be fine because I will comply, dude. It's gonna be hard to get subscribers if I get hit with that kids cheese, which I most likely won't, due to my content and the analytics and all the blocks and all the yellow dollar signs. Kid revenue, like kid stuff, they don't get yellow dollar signs. They don't get blocks. The FTC is gonna see that and they're gonna question my channel. They're gonna be like, okay, this obviously isn't for kids. If I mark this channel for kids and it's not for kids, I'm getting that fine. But I marked it as not for kids, so I should be okay. And I gotta keep, as long as I live on YouTube or this law doesn't pass, I gotta keep it that way. So to be honest, guys, we gotta watch more risque stuff. And I am completely fine with that. Some more violence, some more, mature audience things. We actually kinda have to. We'll do some more, less not kiddie, but like more teenage, like slice of life stuff on Twitch. Like maybe Lucky Star, stuff like that. Really like cartoonish type of YouTube, like or anime.
In terms of justice, the maximum punishment is usually only reserved for egregious violators of the law. Can the FTC fine you with $1 million if you incorrectly label a video? Sure, why not? Let's say yes. But let's really think about this. Why would they go after Mr. No Name when there are things like those Finger Family videos out there? You see, back a couple of decades ago, the music industry was really afraid of piracy. So they decided to go after individual users who downloaded random things off the internet. This had a few effects, none of which was stopping piracy. If anything, piracy increased in protest. They ended up arresting people like a little girl and an old woman.
That was back in the 2000s. I remember that because I was like elementary school, moving on to middle school, and we would use like LimeWire, Napster, and stuff like that to download music. All of that was illegal, and they got those sites. LimeWire was this joint, bro. I got all my music from there. So I was at one point gonna like start reacting to like Miraculous Ladybug and stuff like that. I can't anymore.
Their
I like
reputation
that
sank.
show. I'm not gonna lie. I like that show.
They were seen as evil, and they learned that this isn't a technique that they could keep up. Instead, they were better going after big established piracy websites like the Pirate Bay. Going after individual users when something like this comes up is prohibitively expensive and counterintuitive.
Yup.
Even for an organization like the FTC. To take someone to court, it takes a lot of money. And it could take years to get your quick and speedy trial.
Yup.
And there's no guarantee that you're going to win. Are there users who should feel afraid of these new changes? Absolutely, yes there are. And these are probably channels that should be afraid. Ones who have been taking advantage of kids for far too long. I've noticed YouTubers like Chadtronic really fighting this, in all honesty, spreading paranoia, which is...
Now this is where it gets interesting. My very first FTC COPPA, you should be scared video, was from Chadtronic. Now, I like Chadtronic. I haven't watched him in a long time, but I used to watch him a lot. So he's saying, for people in denial that creators will not actually be fined by the FTC, you are wrong. It's going to happen. Do not let it happen to you. I agree with that. But he's not... Oh, well, keep reading. Marking your content as not for kids is not a complete erasement of your liability for you as a content creator. Everyone is equally at risk. This is true. But he is kind of spreading paranoia. You know why? Because he's affected by this. Chadtronic is affected by this. He's scared. When he goes to his channel videos, he sees stuff like made for kids set by YouTube. Made for kids set by YouTube. Made for kids set by YouTube. He sees that. Now he has to comply or get off the site. He's scared. He's gonna be paranoid. And he's trying to pass that fear onto us. Which he shouldn't be really trying to do. But I do agree with him. I understand. No more Ruby videos. I don't know. Maybe Ruby's not... It's animation, yes. But it has action, violence. But, you know... They don't really curse or anything. There is blood in Ruby. So we'll see. Maybe Rooster Teeth will talk to the FTC about it, like, themselves. Because they are a company. And the FTC is willing to listen. Like I said, thank God this isn't the same people that passed Article 13. Because if it was, we all would have been screwed. There would have been no way to fix this. There is a way to at least tweak it and fix it. We can't get rid of this rule. We can't get rid of this law. This law will pass. But, we can make it better so it won't completely screw all of us. You guys, we shouldn't be scared about me, guys. We should be scared for the YouTube kids. People who do like Legos, toy reviews, like all those people, like family, actual good family content, not the weird stuff. One of the biggest money makers, gone. Ryan's gonna be making like 60% to 90% less money. I'm not good at math, but let's say he makes $100,000 on a video. I think 90% of that is $100. And that's what I make in like a month. Yo, there's this one thing. Here's the thing about YouTube Kids revenue, ad revenue. It's very vague and jumpy. There's this dude with like 35 up K subscribers, like 30K more subscribers than I had. And he said, guys, like, I don't even care. I make $30 a month. And I was like, wait a minute. I have 5,000 subscribers. How do I get twice as that much money than you? I just react to anime. But you pull in way more views and subscribers than I do. But I make more money than he does. That's when I was like, oh, this is broken. This is broken. That's crazy. 5K subs and I make twice as much money than he does. That's crazy.
Honestly, the number one thing that I cannot stand among entertainers, it's one of the main reasons why I hate it when entertainers get political in general. It usually leads to fear-mongering, which in an entertainer's hand can lead to hysteria. And that's what's going on right now. There is a lot of hysteria. I don't think this was intentional on Chadtronic's part, but I do not trust the video he uploaded to his Twitter. Why? Because it's edited. While the actual audio of it does seem to connect from one word to the next quite well, it's filled with jump cuts.
The analogy that I think of is the expression about shooting fish in a barrel. YouTube is the barrel, and the content creators are the fish. There will be consequences for content creators. We have a variety of tools at our disposal to cull through those 23 million channels and in an expeditious way. So when we talk about aggressiveness, we are typically talking about civil penalties. Not only can we sue Google and YouTube for compliance with COPPA, but also individual channel owners and content creators.
No, he's saying that it could be edited to like put one part of the speech next to another and make it sound like he's being threatening. There were jump cuts, yeah, but I think it was to like take out like the pauses, the breaths, you know, and all that. Because that all connected completely fine. It was a complete sentence. Now, this guy who just spoke, he doesn't really speak for all of the FTC. He's kind of a dick about it. He's saying like, all right, Wi-Fi dipped, but usually it never does that on this Wi-Fi. So what I was saying, on New Year's Day, on New Year's Eve, I'm gonna be strapped with my laptop. Like, I'm gonna be on it, dude. I'm gonna be looking at my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be going crazy. I'm gonna be checking every single day in January, every single day, cause I'm not gonna be caught slipping, dude. I gotta be on it. I'm gonna be bugging. We all have to be bugging. Imagine, as a content creator, on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, you can't enjoy yourself with your family and friends on New Year's having a party. You gotta be, because the FTC might hit us January 1st or 2nd, you know. They might hit the streets, you know. They're gonna come out with the straps on the 2nd, because they still, they're a government, so they're gonna be working. So like we all have to watch out. Like I feel like I'm safe, but at the same time we still all have to watch out. That's what I was talking about before I got cut off.
And they're all from the same angle too, so it's not simple like television changing the channel. This may have been just to edit out pauses or ums, but at the same time, it might not have been. It also cuts off incredibly abruptly, leading me to feel like it's being taken out of context, and it just might be. He didn't tell me where he got it, and you should always look at the source.
Well, he actually did. Yeah, he did. He put it in the description. Like, literally. Okay, look. Read this. Chadtronic did upload a second video of this interview. It's filled with stuttering, but it also cuts off abruptly, and it doesn't seem to imply what he thinks it does. Now, simply put, this is where we come into play. Don't break the law, and you won't be fined. Simple as that. Now, if they make my channel in accordance with me probably making the law, then I will immediately change it and comply. Because I don't have that money. I'm not taking them to court. I'm not taking the government to court. Me being black, too. If you really notice, black people in court don't really mix very well. Let's just say we're 0 for 1,000 there. For 1,000,000. So I'm definitely not winning. I'm not trying to get a lawyer, dude. I'm just trying to graduate college. That's why I'm willing to comply, you know? I don't care, dude. As long as I'm able to get my stuff out there, even though it'll be dumbed down, without being penalized, then I'll still be on YouTube. But I feel like I'm going to be on Twitch a lot more, because I feel like I can actually do what I want there. Or Patreon. Something like that. That is what the second clip says. If you're not aiming your content at children, then you won't have to worry. It's similar to copyright infringement here on YouTube. If you don't want to be sued by a corporation, don't commit copyright infringement and upload a television show you don't have the rights over to. Yeah, so like for me, I'm in use of I have fair use of these shows that I'm watching, because I'm not just uploading a raw footage of it, you know? Just all screen, just a full episode of Iruma-kun with no opening music and everything, credits and everything, with no editing and no commenting. I have to cut off screens, and I have the low volume with the counter, and me doing constructive criticism and reacting. I'm fine with copyright. So when I got deleted, it was because of greedy Sony. Like I said, this is why you shouldn't be too scared. I know my channel is not aiming at children. We saw this in the analytics. We have a low 13 to 17 we have a low 13 to 17 audience, which means if there is a 12 and under audience, it's very low or almost non-existent. They're gonna see that. They're gonna look at my videos, they're gonna look at my analytics, and they're gonna say, this is not for kids. Look at what he has on the they're gonna be confused because they don't understand. They're older, you know, but they're willing to comply like we are, because this is a lot. They're not gonna understand. It's anime. It's animation, flashy colors, kids, but this is different. This stuff falls along the same line as like Family Guy and Rick and Morty and all that. Like, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Gotta head to bed, Bell out. Yeah. Thanks for, I didn't even know that was you, Bell. You have different names on, well, this is probably your real name on YouTube. I didn't even realize that was you. Thanks for stopping by, though. You'll probably see me tomorrow. I'll upload B-Stars or something. And then after that, Overlord. But yeah, basically, don't break the law, and you won't be fined. We're not doing that. We're not breaking the law.
However, I'm not going to mince words here. I am not happy with the new terms changes. I am not happy with how this has all turned out. I'm not happy because the actual culprit is getting off practically scot-free. Hello, YouTube! It's been so long since I've done your Technocracy episode, and yet you keep fucking shit up. That's what you do. That's all you do. Every week, it seems like we've gotten a new controversy with you. It's astounding, really. I have never seen a company mess up as much as YouTube has. YouTube, you know that COPPA shouldn't really apply to general users of your platform, right? And yet, as a part of your settlement, you said that the FTC can sue individual users. That sounds strange, giving the law the ability something that it doesn't have. And not as strange, though, as you saying that you do not have the legal knowledge or advice to determine if a video is kid-friendly or not. And yet you've been going through the backlogs of people's videos, determining which videos are kid-friendly or...
So, I showed you with, this is what it looks like for people who get hit with the COPPA algorithm. Right here. Made for kids, set by YouTube. If you see that on your channel, you are already in trouble. Like, already.
You're not. And not even giving them an email about it. You gave this YouTube message on Twitter, but not on YouTube. Then after that, you said that we're on our own to figure out if our videos were kid-friendly or not. But you said that you're using machine learning to tell you if the video is child-friendly and if we've been mislabeling or not, and you're not going to allow us to dispute that.
Now, actually, I forgot which video this dude said it in. COPPA was like, YouTube told us they're gonna use machine learning to weed these people out. And COPPA was like, we don't want that. We don't, like, that's not a good way to do things. This is a government, the government knows that they're supposed to follow guidelines too. They can't just sue everyone. That's not what the government does. They sue people that break the law. So the government wants to be completely sure that they don't want to rely on a machine that is and could be broken. And then it's machine learning. He's going to explain what machine learning is in a minute. Remember, this is YouTube's algorithm. This stuff lets videos be seen, and this stuff lets videos that could be seen not be seen. This is the same illness, people.
Because I do kind of have one. You see, there is something that really, really does trigger me. It makes me go off the rails. Whenever YouTube or Google or another company mentions machine learning, I want to shoot myself. So can you please, for the sake of my mental health, stop using something that does not work? Stop making machine learning happen. It's not happening. Machine learning, if you don't know, is when you have a computer do random things to get the right answer by natural selection. Here's an example of how it works in theory. The machine will keep hitting every single wall in a room for 6 months until it learns how to use the door. Then it will know how to use that one door. However, it has no clue on how to deal with the sliding door in the next room, and needs an additional 4 months trying to figure that out. That's in theory. Here's how it works in practice. A bunch of people make homophobic videos on YouTube. The algorithms correctly detect that and demonetize that and demote that. But then, these algorithms associate talking about LGBT topics in general with being wrong and offensive. And then when they get reviewed by a moderator in a country where being gay is illegal or frowned upon. And
so, like I said, somebody could be set for kids because they're doing cartoons. And the actual kids creator. Now, if they keep using that algorithm, it's going to learn that, well, maybe since this guy is a kids creator and he uses animations, then everyone who's using animations is set for kids. FTC knows this. And they said, no, YouTube, guys, we already just sued you out your butt, even though you could pay it back you get your money back the next day. We know you're not stupid, YouTube, even though you are, which is why you were under our nose for years. But we got you finally, and then YouTube became the drunk dad, drunk mom, made us clean everything in the house because they were mad they got in trouble at work. Like, that is definitely us.
And the taboo of the topic gets stronger and stronger, and more LGBT people keep getting demonetized. And then YouTube gets sued for LGBT discrimination. Which, yes, they are getting sued for that too. Which I also support, by the way.
Yeah.
Under the FTC lawsuit, YouTube has gotten the FTC to declare that Fortnite and Minecraft were not child-focused. Why do we even have organizations like these?
Wait,
when
what?
The FCC...
Really?
Fortnite and Minecraft were not child... Which I also support, by the way. Under the FTC lawsuit, YouTube has gotten the FTC to declare that Fortnite and Minecraft were not child-focused.
Okay, so under this lawsuit, maybe from before or the exact one we're talking about, YouTubers from Fortnite and Minecraft, it sounds like they're safe. Sounds like they're safe, but still, you gotta be careful.
Why do we even have organizations like these? When the FCC thinks that it's great to throw away net neutrality, and the FTC allows actual criminals to pass along the consequences to those that it hurt. Maybe that's why I'm angry, because this is legitimately the worst thing that YouTube has ever done.
Yep.
This isn't just some small mistake, or miscommunication, or miscalculation, or not listening to their user base. This can only be described as sacrificing those who propped you up. Not for survival, which would at least be understandable, but to protect the methods that you use to break and circumvent the law.
We'll be all right.
For
We
cold,
should be all right.
hard cash. To continue to manipulate and take advantage of children. Throughout the past year, I've seen a breakdown in the spirit of people here on YouTube. There has been a growing melancholy, which I've been trying to distance myself from for my own sanity, really. It seems that I've watched a dozen YouTube has screwed me terribly, and I'm not sure if I can go on videos.
Yep. Have you seen any of these? It really started with the demonetization and copyright claims. People are losing their channels. People are getting terminated. Yours truly got terminated. During the beginning of the summer season of this year, me and many anime YouTubers were getting demonetized before the video was even done processing. So, you gonna call us kids channels now? I still got demonetizations. What kids channel has multiple blocks and demonetizations? But I do have, animations and stuff, but it's not for kids. FTC has to know this. Now, we're going to talk about how to contact the FTC. That's the last thing we're going to talk about. And I'll do it after the stream. We got to watch one more video after this, and then we're going to talk about that, and then we're done. It started with the demonetizations in 2016, 2017.
What really got me was from SMP Films, or Corey Williams, about how his videos on all of his channels have been basically downranked, and he can't really continue here. This one really hurt me because he was the first person that I had ever subscribed to, way back when I was 16 years old. He's essentially the reason I started YouTube at all, which did change my life in ways that I can't even articulate. But whether it be...
So, I feel like we could move on to the next video. Hold up. Real quick.
Around. I have been through worse, and I do think that we can survive this.
We can.
We might not be on YouTube
it's gonna be hard,
specifically,
but we can.
Maybe not in a few years, but I will find a way to do something. A lot of people do wonder if this, not specifically this COPPA thing, just any sort of recent change is going to be the end of YouTube, the end of it all. And this has kind of waned.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to end YouTube as it is. It's not going to completely erase the site off the platform of the internet. YouTube will always be a thing as long as it's under Google. Who knows? YouTube and Google might split after this, but then guess what? Where do we get our ads from? You know what I'm saying? YouTube and Google might split. But that doesn't sound like a smart idea. Because YouTube and Google were in this together for years. Doing bad things they shouldn't have been doing. And they got caught. And we get blamed for it. And we gotta pay. Sorry, Bell. It's not my real name. I made that account when I wasn't old enough to access mature content on YouTube. And look how far you got, Bell. Look how far you got. This is what happens with YouTubers, man. Or YouTube content channels. They're fine. I did the same thing with Facebook. Bell. I made a fake account because I wanted a Facebook really bad. Because it was cool. I wanted to talk to my friends. I made... After Billy Mays died, rest in peace, there was a... He was replaced by a man named Josh Sullivan. And it was kind of an inside joke and meme with my friends. I don't know why, because he just was a funny, weird dude, and it wasn't Billy Mays. And my nickname is Josh because it's my middle name. 99% of my inner family calls me that because my dad has the same name as me. So to stop confusion, they just call me by my middle name. So I named myself Josh Sullivan. I told my friends, yo, that's me. I forgot what my profile picture was. I forgot, but it wasn't me until later.
Because here on YouTube, we all seem to agree that this is the end of YouTube. It's not just the end of YouTube. It's been the end of YouTube for quite some time now.
For
the
sure.
apocalypse isn't one event. It's a long series of things slowly dying out.
For sure,
I mean, technically speaking, MySpace still exists. You can go there. You can start up a web page there. It still exists, but it doesn't really. If you are a content creator, remember to persevere. If you have any audience at all, even if it's 3 people.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's watch one or two more videos. They're gonna be really short though. They're not gonna be long like the last two. COPPA anime. Well, do I pop up? I pop up. Cool. I pop up. Because, unfortunately, no one is talking about this. I'm on the front page, baby. I'm not new to it. But whatever. Other than that, what else? What was I looking at? Okay, COPPA animation. Just because, where is it? Yeah, right here. Just because I'm not claimed by them now.
Hello there, this is Jonathan.
Doesn't mean I might not be claimed by them later. But this is a good direction where we're going in because I'm not claimed by them now. And I'm full animation. Even though I don't show all of it. Now, this explains it really well. He talks kind of kiddish because he is a kid's channel. So, here you go. Now, this is COPPA made for kids, which is really easy to understand. I'm a college student, college senior, and this is really helpful.
From Neutronized. I'm the creator of Super Cat Tales, and today we're gonna talk about why I'll stop making animations because of COPPA.
Reminds me of like 5th grade.
So, as many of you might know, in order to comply with COPPA, yesterday YouTube launched a new audience setting that lets us YouTubers decide if our videos are
So this is, yep. I have that, everyone has that. Now, I was actually talking about it in one of my Twitch streams. I think it was the second to last Devil's a Part-Timer stream. And I was bugging because they wouldn't let me upload. And I had already did the selection. So I was like, this is already broken. I already said I'm not made for kids. So I clicked it again and it worked and I can upload.
made for kids or not.
So I have to say no.
This process of determining if videos are made for kids is also automated by machine learning by YouTube. In fact, yesterday, an automated process of scanning and tagging took place at...
So, and he said yesterday, right? He said yesterday. This was uploaded on the 13th. Today is the 19th. So as of November 12th or 11th, people have already been caught by the COPPA. And this is animation. They went straight for the animators. Made for kids. This is what it looks like if COPPA's got your if COPPA copped you, basically. Me, I'm tight. And this was like a week ago when this started. And I looked through all my videos, but just to be safe, I will be deleting, I think, like 2 or 3 videos I have. It might be made for kids because they might just hit you on January 1st like, all right, you are not compliant. Answer now and within like 3 days, or you're done. And you gotta comply, or just delete the video. But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna make you comply, and you can't delete it, which is fine. We need to stop COPPA. Not really. We kind of need it. What we need to stop and change is their guidelines and how YouTube wrote them. And we have a way to do that. As of December 9th. We have to keep writing them until December 9th. Commenting on their the cool thing about COPPA and FTC is that they're allowing us to talk to them. They're listening. They're on Twitter. They're letting people talk to them. They're open for ideas to make this better because they know it's not our fault. They know it's YouTube's fault. They caught YouTube's corporate. They didn't catch us. You know what I'm saying? YouTube wanted to make it look like this is our fault, which is what they're doing right now. They finna cop a bullet to the dome. They trying to cop us, dude. They're strapped. YouTube, they're strapped and they're making rounds around the city, dude, on January. Let's keep watching that video.
at least on my channel, flagging all of my animation videos as for kids.
November 12th. And I'm still here.
Not a big deal, you'd say, right? Well, the thing is that videos marked as for kids will not be served by personalized ads, highly affecting the revenue of the video with a loss in between 60 to 90%. On top of that, videos marked as for kids will have their comment section disabled.
The reason why they're doing this is because, you know, all the pedophilia, like, ooh, man, I really want Ryan to come in my basement. Like, huh? Relax, dude. Or, you know, stuff like that. Like, maybe JoJo C was doing something. Like, man, I can't wait to see JoJo take off her jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, pedophilia stuff. And people were reporting those. That needs to happen. But what sucks is that this hurts YouTube content creators. There's millions of us, and not all of us are doing the exact same thing or trying to go to the exact same audience when things are in certain categories or genres, which is why anime is not its own genre. They're trying. I hope they don't, you know, look at anime and they're like, okay, for kids, which clearly they haven't yet. Like I said, if you search anime, you got a lot of risque, violent things. And they're going to immediately say, hey, I don't like this. I don't want my kids watching this. This is not kid-friendly. And they're going to see my channel. And I'm like, look, I've been saying I'm not kid-friendly. You can't get rid of me. You can't flag me. And they're like, okay. Well, as long as you say you're not kid-friendly, you're good. But if they do say I'm kid-friendly, now I gotta say I'm kid-friendly. Even when I'm not. I'm not suing them because I'm not winning. And I'm not going to fight it if it ever happens. I'm staying on this site, but it's gonna suck. Oh boy, it's gonna suck. But like I said, we can start a Patreon, do our little ding there. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, in order for you guys to know if I ever get content claimed for fight by kids, which I most likely won't, y'all gotta really search me now. Like, you have to type my name in order to know, or click on the subscription box to really know when I upload it. Not even if it's not even like the notification factor work anyway. So they see stuff like this. Attack on Titan Roblox. Who's in blame here? The anime or Roblox? It's not for kids, bro. Not all of it.
Allowing you viewers to comment the video. This is highly disappointing, as getting feedback from you guys is one of the main reasons I do YouTube. Publishing animation videos where I won't be able to interact with you guys in the comment section is just absurd, so I guess I'll just have to give up on animations because of this COPPA thing.
Now watch this. This is what COPPA's talking about. This is how they'll find you. This is what you will get risked for 42K fine, 11K fine, whatever the crazy amount of money that we don't have is. Right here.
I could risk it all and flag my animation videos as not made for kids, but the thing is that if the FTC decides an uploaded video is kids directed, but sees it not marked as kids directed, I could face fines of over $42,000 per video.
Let me show you a little meme. This is the FTC. This is the FTC.
Your boy got the new iPhone 4. About to flex. Yeah, what's good?
Right here.
Hello, sir. This is the United Bank of Money.
Sorry for the ear rape, but it's funny.
What you want? Our records indicate that you haven't paid your credit balance in a few months, and we need that payment. So how much I owe? Let me see. You have an overdue balance of and 17 cents, and we need a payment by bitch.
Basically, that's COPPA. You have an overdue balance of hella cash. Just cough up your life savings, dude. Cough up your medical payments, bro.
I consider myself lucky, as some YouTubers like Chatronic got highly affected by this COPPA thing, as his toys review videos were tagged as content for kids. Luckily enough, my devlog videos didn't get tagged as for kids, so I guess I'll stick to those, at least for now, making more game dev related content rather than the Super Cattails shorts.
Happy for you, man.
I hope with today's videos I made more people aware of this COPPA thing going on. Please leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about it. So this is all for today. Thanks so much for watching and see you guys soon.
So it sounds like even if they make most of your content for kids, it's not going to be your entire channel, which is kind of hard because there's people out there with the thousands of videos and they got to go through each and every single one of them to determine if one video is for kids and if one video is for not. If I was them, I'd be starting right now because 42K, yo, in order for me to pay that off, man, I gotta start selling cheeks. Man, I gotta start hitting the poles, dude. I gotta get ripped, man. I gotta start stripping in front of MILFs. You think I'm joking? My family don't, like, my family, my mom is crazy enough to go against the government. You know what? My mom is crazy enough. She's like, I will go against George Washington himself. Guys, I'm not paying that money, bro. Where's Judge Judy at? My mom been watching Judge Judy since I was like 5. It's ridiculous. And I'm not trying to make her go through that at all, because she gets stressed out easily. So if I ever find myself in that position, I'm gonna tell her all about it. She gonna freak out for a little bit, but she's gonna be understanding. I'm gonna be like, listen, I'll comply. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I won't be in that audience. I feel like I'm very low rated. Please don't go Magic Mike. I won't. If I comply, then I won't do Magic Mike, dude. I'm not that good of a dancer. All right. But if I gotta do it, I might start hitting them poles, man. Them personalized dances for mothers. That's the only, and I still won't make that much money that fast, because they gotta like you. I need them tips. So what's another video? I think we'll have one more video, and then we'll talk about how to let the FTC know, let the FTC know that there's different ways to do this, or different ways to have these guidelines, because this, like I said, this law will pass. It's going to happen. They will come through, because they're looking for bad people. They're not just looking for content creators. They're not about to, man, what was that thing in the Bible that happened during like the Exodus, the angel of death, when they have to mark the door with the blood and stuff, when the angel that just sweep through was like, yep, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, give me your firstborn child, your firstborn child's done, your firstborn, basically that. That's what's happening. FTC is people think the FTC is the angel of death, and we're all the firstborn children. Basically, little Bible joke. Xena background music, DLon, another time. yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like YouTube 2020, bro. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Like once I finally like figured out how to get past copyright with the anime, now I gotta deal with this. Now I just gotta get past anime being seen for kids in general. And I'm like, even if I'm not gonna get scared. I'm not gonna be aw shake. At least I saw my channel, and I still have the ability to talk to you guys, not through YouTube. Maybe I might find a site. I can't even link. Okay, I have a description. Yes, I can still use the description. I just can't use the comment section, which sucks. I could say click on this link and you could comment here. You know what I'm saying? I could hear your thoughts here. You know what I'm saying? Or I can make it on the Discord server and we make a completely different channel. And we'd say, okay, right here, this is the YouTube comments channel. There's loopholes for everything. Your MILF hunting tenacity might lead you to a sugar mama if you do not the pose. Yo, all I gotta do is just go to a. Don't they have apps like that in Japan? Compensated dating. It's mostly a female thing, but they do it for boys too. So MILFs can get their little fix in. And then I'm black too, so you gotta get the stereotypical, almost kind of racist white MILFs. They're the ones who are really interested. Then they'll pay you to be quiet. Like, that stuff's for real, dude. DLon can't get a break. It's not literally. All right, guys, I'm back from termination, and then this hits. I'm like, bruh moment. Like, how? Like, I thought I was safe, even though it looks like. Look at these comments, bro. Good channels. YouTube. I'm gonna end this man's whole career. YouTube literally has an app called YouTube Kids that has these rules. Should I show you Bijou Mike? Or should I show you another factual smart dude talking? I mean, I'm not saying Bijou Mike's not factual and smart for these, but like, I'm talking about people who are really. So I watched Shady Penguin. Yeah, I feel for him, dude. So here's the thing that you guys gotta know about.
A few days ago,
There's this Roblox YouTuber named Creekcraft. Why didn't she link him? I actually want to watch his video. He is specifically flying out to Washington, D.C. due to the invitation of an FTC member to talk about how to make this better, which is great news. Now, you're going to see a lot of videos like, this is how this is going to destroy YouTube. This is going to kill YouTube. People who are saying that are the ones who are affected. I agree. YouTube is going to be destroyed, but it's not going to be completely wiped out, but it's going to be affected. So Creekcraft, he's like kind of where I am. He has been deemed not for kids. He hasn't been claimed, but he's a Roblox YouTuber. And he could be claimed. You know what I'm saying? He should be scared. He knows kids watch Roblox. I shouldn't be scared. I know kids don't watch anime on YouTube like this, depending on the channel and the analytics and how the FTC may view it. But I should be okay. But I still gotta watch out. We already talked about it. I will say it so many times. Watch. This is a great video.
All right, so guys, I think
so watch this.
There.
Hey, Creekcraft, Noah J. Phillips of the FTC. This is what I really like about the FTC right now. They are willing to listen. Thanks for sharing your concerns. I'd be happy to meet you in DC and listen to your thoughts about the future of the COPPA rule and the impact on YouTubers. this tweet right now is just radiating like, we're willing to listen. We know this is bull. We're willing to listen. And Creecraft, I trust him because I was watching like 4 of his videos about this, and he has been staying up for hours, studying this rule, studying what to say. He's not just talking about how this is gonna help for Roblox YouTubers, or hurt Roblox YouTubers, but just YouTubers in general. Like I said, this law will be passed and it will be in effect, but we gotta make sure we change it before, so we don't get screwed for no reason. Maybe this can help us, not get screwed by the algorithm that's already out.
Attention. So the FTC has officially gotten into contact with me, and I have set up a meeting to go to the FTC in Washington, D.C. in December to discuss with them how to save YouTube. Now, before we get into all that, since this is a really big video and, a lot of people are going to be watching it and using this as information, I do want to go over everything to make sure that everything is covered and, check all the boxes. So first off, if you don't know what's going on, maybe you have no idea, you just found this video. Basically, what's going on is in 1998, the FTC made a law called the COPPA law, the Children's Online Privacy and Protections Act. And what that law says is that any website online or any company or anything online cannot collect data on anyone under the age of 13. So that means if an 8-year-old goes on a website, they can't have their address, they can't have their name, they can't have what websites they like going on, they can't have any data about them. Now, as you guys all know, how YouTube works is, well, they look at the videos that you have watched in the past, they look at the videos you engage with, what YouTubers you like watching, and then they recommend you new videos and new channels based on that. That's probably how you guys even found me. And well, obviously that is a form of data collection, and YouTube for the longest time now has been breaking the law, and the FTC found out about this, and well, they sued YouTube for like 170 something million dollars. I'll put it on screen. And well, as a result of this lawsuit and this settlement, basically the FTC is making YouTube enact some new laws, some new policies here on the YouTube. And what's going to be happening is every time a new YouTuber or really any YouTuber uploads a video, they're going.
You see his YouTube uploads, right?
I'm a new YouTuber or
he hasn't been hit, which is weird. Well, it looks like he has. It says on monetization, it says confirmed by manual review. Confirmed. Everything says confirmed by manual review.
YouTuber uploads a video, they're going to have to tell YouTube if that video is for kids or not. And by for kids, it means anyone under the age of 13. And if your video is for, for kids, then a lot of bad stuff happens to you. If your channel is for kids, then you will lose comments, you will lose live chat, you will no longer have memberships or super chats or super stickers or notifications or playlists or the community tab. Basically, you just
I don't know why they get rid of playlists, dude. Can we at least keep playlists? Because I don't do everything in order, man. Playlist is the only way I can, unless I make a bit link and put it I don't know, put it somewhere, or put it on like Google Drive, which doesn't have that much gigabytes to put it in. I don't know. Patreon starting to look a lot, because I was thinking about starting like a join button or a Patreon when I hit 10K, but I might start that earlier, maybe like 7K.
Just lose everything. You're done. Someone did the calculations, and you will literally lose up to 70% of your money. 70% of everything you earn on YouTube, done. And even more so for me, since I'm a live streamer and I rely on super chats and members and donations. So like, that's pretty much everything I earn on YouTube. I won't be earning any anymore. Like, that's it. Now, if you say your videos are not for kids, then you're fine. But if your videos are for kids and you lie about it, or if the YouTube disagrees with you, or if the FTC disagrees with you, well, then you're going to get fined $42,000 for every video that violates it. And for me, that would be over 3,000 videos. So that would be over $100 million. And obviously, I don't have $100 million. Now, the problem here.
You might like this, Red Moon, Blood Moon. If we gotta appeal to this law, looking like not for kids, we might gotta get some more risque stuff, some more anime boobies on the screen, on the thumbnail. We might have to, because that's definitely not for kids, and they're gonna see that. They're gonna look at the thumbnails, they're gonna watch the content, they're gonna be like, I don't want my kids watching this. I already told you. And I marked not for kids. Excuse me. And I marked not for kids.
Is that it's
no,
kind
let's
of
get to the good part. You know, I'm not trying to watch this whole video.
J. Phillips, all right? Commissioner Noah J. Phillips. I'm going to call him Commissioner Phillips because obviously he deserves our respect here. He actually tweeted me on Twitter. I was like, what? He tweeted me and he said, hey, Creecraft, thanks for sharing your concerns. I'd be happy to meet you in DC and listen to your thoughts about the future of the COPPA rule and the impact on YouTubers. And then he linked my video here that I made a few days ago. And then I was like, wow, the government has reached out to me on Twitter. Like out of everybody that is involved with this, out of every YouTuber, they picked me. I'm like, wow, okay, that's crazy. I said in all seriousness, though, thank you all for helping the YouTubers and I get their attention, and thank you to Commissioner Phillips for caring and reaching out to me. We all really appreciate it, and I look forward to meeting with you.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what's going on with that. And that's where we're pretty much done with covering COPPA after 2 hours. And how this could affect us. Last but not least, did we cover at least my whole message? No. Before we do that, so we could wait on the news for that. This is not COPPA's fault or the government's fault. Google broke the law flagrantly, and the settlement agreement, separate from and superseding law, that Google and the FTC brokered together is what we are now legally bound to abide by, and that agreement, not COPPA, passes the liability onto us. Thanks, YouTube. So COPPA was not like, okay, YouTubers, F you. Like, this is your problem now. YouTube said that. Google said that. COPPA's not here to kill us. They're here to clean the bad people out. If you know your content's not for kids, set it as not for kids. Same with if it is for kids. My content is anime. It is animation, but it's not for kids. And I haven't been right here. The algorithm hasn't gotten me. I've been blocked. I've been demonetized. Kids' channels don't get blocked and demonetized. They're gonna see that in the analytics, my age. They're gonna see that and they're gonna be like, okay, this dude's pretty much not for kids. Let's make sure he's checked not for kids. And if he didn't, we're gonna fine him. And I did, and I'm good. And the COPPA algorithm that YouTube has set has not gotten me. So I should be fine. Millions of channels have been gotten. Even PewDiePie has not yet, which is weird. He's one of the, like you would think he would be hit because of watch time he has. Oh, the freaking algorithm. The algorithm would hit the highest algorithm. This is not meant to kill smaller channels. This is meant to kill YouTube channels for kids, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Missing all the mature anime side of me, just setting it as age restricted should be good enough. I will set it as age restricted only if my content is called made for kids. The only thing that sucks about that is I would make no money, which I'm not in it for the money, dude. I will still, if I gotta do that, I will still make videos. Like I said, if they do that, I'm still making videos. We just might have to do a Patreon thing in order for me to earn money and you guys to get stuff a lot better and out there, and you guys can see. And we'll still be doing Twitch and stuff, and we'll still be doing all that. Yo, Red Moon, Blood Moon, you heard it here first. We might be reacting to Monster Musume. We might be. All right, we still got to do that pretty soon. Like, so many people have told me, like, DLon, like, start it, dude. All right, if you do a Patreon, make sure to say that it didn't mean the videos are not gonna come out faster. I saw some reactors getting pressured by Patreons because they didn't upload videos at times. So I should say stuff like, I shouldn't do certain perks. I'm just getting like a Patreon out, just so you guys can watch. Like, if I do a Patreon, I already told you there's gonna be a free option. Hopefully they have one, and there's gonna be a $1 option. if you can watch certain content for $1 a month. You guys shouldn't have to pay to watch me, but it's a good way to get me some money. It's just $1 a month. $1 a month, $12 a year. You know what I'm saying? If I got 1,000 views or 1,000 patrons for $1 each month or something like that, or like 100, 200, that already helps me out. That helps me out. Literally, like, I don't see the point in me milking you guys for money. So if I ever do that in any certain way, I'm gonna make y'all pay 4 quarters, like bake sale type, like stuff, dude. Easy. $12 a year. If you want, you don't have to. That's why I'm giving you a free option as well. Seriously, I'll have a YouTube for adults and a YouTube for kids. Easy solution. Literally, we have that. We have YouTube and then YouTube for kids. We have that. I don't know why they're not addressing that. But the reason why they're still in trouble, even though we do have split sites, is because even on YouTube Kids, we were taking their data. The problem wasn't the kids watching YouTube. The problem was YouTube stealing their data illegally and getting caught. So now kids are prohibited from watching YouTube, which they never should have been on here due to bad parenting, and stuff like that. All websites should separate for kids and for adults. Depending on if they want kids or adults as their users. You're in college. I know how you living. I would at least pay $5 a month. I know you would. Maybe I might raise it to $2. But I know how, like, dude, I see a YouTube join membership and I see $4.99. Yo, I can't even pay that, dude. Like, a month, dude. Nah, I'll shoot you like $1 or $2 a month. That's like $12 or $14, $16 a month, whatever. That's enough for me because even on that site, I'll still be working. Like, I'll have a summer job, interning somewhere, and I got tons of cash. Like last summer, I was making not bank, but intern bank. So basically, don't promise people on Patreon. They're gonna get what they're gonna get. But it's going to be good stuff that they would want. I'm thinking about maybe starting one real soon. Maybe next year. Definitely, I'm going to wait till next year. Because instead of doing VOD streams on Twitch, which would make it easier, I could just put that content onto YouTube, onto Patreon. We could have our Twitch reactions, our YouTube reactions, and our Patreon reactions. Our Patreon reactions would basically be the VOD streams, but on Patreon. Edited or unedited. Great reactions. You could watch it for free or pay $1 a month. And I would also have the join membership thing. I feel like more people would hop on Patreon more. Because Dak the Mac, a reactor who I think he retired from anime reacting, but he's still on YouTube as of today. He was talking about Patreon. Actually, I'm going to go hit his Patreon up right now, see how much he makes. Because he said, man, I got a lot of support, bro. And I was like, huh? For an anime reactor? I want to see what his Patreon looks like. If I can find it. I want to see how much he... Do they show how much they make? Let me just click on one of his videos and see. Yeah, right here. Ooh, so he has that. Yeah, he has that $1 a month thing. Do they show you how much they make? Early access, full uncut, edited reactions. Be the first to see reactions hours, even days before anyone else. Yeah, I can't do that. It's only gonna be $1 per month. He has 13 patrons. So some people are paying. But when he first started, he got a lot. I feel like I could maybe if I did something like this, I feel like I could what am I trying to say? Market it better. Definitely. But he still did good with the Patreon too. The fact that he got 13 patrons already. All websites, yeah. So basically we're done. Well, let me just talk about one more thing. Like I said, we should be fine. Right here. The FTC, this is last but not least. The FTC is currently taking public comments to help influence the future of COPPA. I recommend looking into this and participating. However, note that COPPA and the FTC's Google settlement agreement are legally distinct, though related and updated to COPPA law, will not reverse the settlement agreement and will not rescind the current YouTube actions. Which makes sense, because if they do that, then they're letting YouTube go scot-free without punishment. Even though they already were punished. They can, in theory, at best, pave the way for a future amendment to the definition of for kids content as applies to YouTubers under this agreement. And I told you guys, be respectful and professional when commenting to them. Don't spam clown emojis. Don't curse at them, because that's gonna make us look childish, and they're not gonna take us seriously. So you can click on the link. There's multiple videos with this link. Type like a couple sentences. Talk about how, basically tell them that adults do watch animated content and stuff like that. They review stuff like this. How to make their law and punishments better. How to tell YouTube what to do. FTC. Dude, they're the government. Google fears them. FTC should know this, and they do. Don't let YouTube go off scot-free, coming home drunk and making us do the chores because they got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They got in trouble at work, so they mad at us because they don't have anything else to take it out on but us. And we were just doing what they were telling us to. We did not know they were selling them not selling information, but getting information illegally. Maybe some of us did and saw this coming. But dude, I'm like what, 21 years old? I shouldn't have to look through legal matters. I shouldn't have to get woo! Look at this, guys. Almost 90K comments received. I want to see like by December 9th, I want to see like 100K. I'm definitely going to be one of these comments. Arts and crafts. Yeah, like arts and crafts. I'm definitely going to talk about that. I'm going to comment. You guys should too. Be respectful. I'm going to talk about how animation is very widely arranged. It's not just for kids. You should really watch the thumbnails and content that you might think about claiming. Really listen to the people who know. You can tell when someone's lying, and you can tell when someone's being genuine. So that's pretty much it. That's the end of my TED Talk. I'm getting off my soapbox. Basically, what? Basically, anime is not all for kids. My content right now is okay. I am not claimed by YouTube's COPPA algorithm. I am okay right as of right now. Most anime content creators will be like that. Some will not be safe because it falls under that one guideline, the animation guideline. And I'm gonna write them like a college essay. I'm not just be like, dude, this rule sucks, bro. I'm gonna tweet at them and I'm gonna comment what I feel like saying, what I feel like is right and professionally. You guys should do the exact same thing. Everyone watching this. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. If you're doing Monster Musume, I'll be there. Yo, Red Moon, yo, we definitely hitting it up. Don't tell anyone else, but I'm gonna act like I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be like, hey, maybe you guys could vote, but I'm really gonna do it. I kind of have to, dude. That thing's not for kids. But other than that, yo, you heard it from me first. Don't tell nobody. Thanks for watching. I might make an actual video on this and put it as my trailer. So, definitely before January. Because that's the first thing they're going to see when they click on my channel. Because the FTC is not going by an algorithm. They're going manually. They have the power to do it. And they're going to see they're going to look at my channel. They're going to look at everyone's channel. Other than that, that's it. Thanks for everyone watching. I am one of the few people talking about this in the anime community, which sucks. We all should be scared. But at the same time, don't panic. Whatever that dude said. The only people panicking are the ones that have already been hit and they know their kids' content. Do not let them influence you if you know your content. I know my stuff is not kids' content. And if some of it might be claimed as kids' content, comply. Do not fight. You will lose some money. Yes, there are other ways to make money on the platform or in life. I was watching other YouTubers that Pokey dude, the shady guy. He said, yo, I'm still going to do stuff here, but if I got to hit up Starbucks and make more money there, I'll do it. But I still want to do the things I love, even if it does mean making my content for kids or hitting up Twitch every day. You have to prosper. You cannot quit. One of my favorite quotes is from a show called The Boondocks. Huey asks Granddad, what happens if there's nothing you can do? And you're in a situation if there's nothing you can do. Granddad answers, you do what you can. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. DLon out.